Greetings, everyone. This is Robot Sherpa dropping in to your programmed reality. Hey, whoa. No. This is Astro Sherpa dropping in with a spatial report. What the heck? That must be Sun Square Uranus. Damn. The AI is hacking in right now, folks. Watch out. 4:44 East Coast. We're about an hour away from the new moon in Leo. And this is you exploring and expanding your beliefs. Blowing up old beliefs. Seeing through the veil. Truly knowing who you are. Power. And the authority to wield that power. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. Are you ready? Come on. This is a time for you to awaken to your authority. The authority to wield your power. Your power's been drained, exhausted, towards endeavors that weaken you because you've been programmed your whole life. So this is the time to escape the programming, and you do it through understanding, breaking through old beliefs. Our beliefs are what we expand when we see broader horizons. When we see bigger pictures, when we come across people from foreign cultures, across the sea, the Silk Trail. I mean, the Silk Road brought the East to the West. So this was an amazing clash of cultures. There was a Mongol horde that rolled into Eastern Europe and decimated the old cultures there, the old kingdoms. So there was a massive merging of the East and West right there, halting on the edge of Europe. So supposedly many great treasures were deposited all in that area. So if you want to go treasure hunting, you can find pyramids, you can find ancient Mongol hordes and treasures. So be ready, be aware. This is your time to expand your beliefs. And we do that through awareness and communications and broadening our networking capability. The internet gave us the capability to expand and share knowledge. It started in the university structure, originally from a defense project. So how could we transfer information in the fastest way possible? That way we can make decisions quicker and quicker and create different timelines, different strategies. So this gave us new potential. So potential is power, folks. And Aries here, Aries is the pure potential we get each spring. Every morning when the sun rises, you get new potential. Really, no joke. That means your battery's freshly charged. You don't have to wait hours and hours and hours for the little golf cart you paid way too much for, that they beefed up and threw it on the road. One good EMP pulse and it's going to be a lot of pissed off people. And speaking of that, the sun has been blasting us with these solar flares. And some of the ancient prophecies and literally literature about great catastrophes talk about these little micro burst, micro solar events. So they show that this is almost programmable. You look back through history and it's shown in patterns, waves. So if you look at the way these planets, each planet with Earth connected to the sun as the central point of the wheel, they all make these individual star patterns over long periods of time. Look it up, it's so cool. So that shows you the creative mind and force of numbers and circles and lines. The creative force itself. So this is the dimensions we're being opened up to, so we can understand how power and energy flows. And most people don't realize it's in 3 directions. There's a wave that goes, sideways, one goes in a linear, straightforward fashion, and then one up and down. So if you take your thumb and your forefinger and your second finger and point those in 3 different directions, that's a fundamental law of how energy flows. So when you learn and understand basic connections of energy and why there's polarity, why there's generation, and power's regenerated, meaning reborn, guess what? If that's possible, your energy, so you can be reborn, tapping into the eternal source. But you gotta get past your limited beliefs. Most of you have been programmed to think you're old, you're dying, you reached the golden age, and you're retired or whatever. And you just start doing the things your parents did and you become your parents. So that's the programming. When this is the time for you to free yourself, find your ultimate health and happiness by exploring the world in the macro and the micro, looking at things you didn't take the time to do before. Now you have all the time in the world. That's right. But there is an end point to that, so it can run really quick or really slow. That depends on you and your authority. So let's show you how we wield power and authority. And you've seen this symbols in all your cartoons your children watch. You go down to that magic little place way down south in Dixie where they're fighting new battles. Yeah, the popular song about the rich men, that's DC and the corruption north of Richmond, right here. So, folks, the people, an expression of their pain is coming out. You're gonna see some serious, creative, amazing art, both music, talent, painting. There's a creative force that's going to get this polar shift in the right direction. So each one of you need to take the courage and wield your authority through a pen, a brush, a camera, your voice, conduct your wand and wield an orchestra, grow flowers, wield a hoe in the garden, whatever it may be. So let's turn this around and give you a little instruction, and then we're gonna go on a field trip. So hopefully you're still tuned in and tuned up. So that we gotta participate, and that means catching these vibes and practicing what you're learning. So we're here to grow, folks. And we do it through understanding. So this is just a simple little hazel stick cut out of a brush. And if you look at it that way, it's just a simple circular tube. But that's a point you're looking at right here. So at some point, this didn't exist. It had to build these cells in a tower to grow towards the sun. So from a point, a structure, a tower was constructed. So from a point, a line, that's a line. So now by extending my will to do something, I've made a line. Okay? Now I have 2 points. That makes the number 1. Okay? So 0 is now a 1 by extension. That's how all information is transmitted, zeros and ones, or on and off of light. Okay? So you need to understand your authority to wield your power, and it's through the extension of your focus. So hazel was used to divine for water, protects from lightning. This channels literally electrical energy right down through the structure of this natural device. It has an affinity to electricity. So some people would use that as a magic wand, right? Because you don't see energy or electricity. But if you got shocked or electrocuted, you would pretty much explain to people how painful it was. You felt it. It's there. It's in existence. So we control ourselves when we wield our authority of number 1. Right here. We are literally minutes away from a new moon in your heart. So, are you going to wield the pen? You're going to wield the sword. You're going to wield the mind. Use your power. Awaken. That's what wake up means. You've been imbued with, many dimensions. Our very movement is extraordinary in a fixed space. How we can rotate forwards, backwards, we can duck sideways. Either way, we can jump up and down, we can duck. This is extraordinary, but you've been stuck sitting in 90-degree angles so that your energy can't flow in a line. We grow straight, not crooked. If you're growing crooked, it's because you're polarized. You're bleeding energy left or right. So that weakens you and you stay weak. You try to find somebody on the opposite pole, or what's more comforting is somebody just like you. Same energy, same poles, but one of you's a little stronger than the other, and you get together both thinking you're going to create something a little better, but that energy just sparks between each other, bleeding. The stronger one gets bled by the weaker one. So until that's destroyed. So that's why love, if you don't have love in continuity, understanding there's always good and bad, ups and downs. We make vows to be there in sickness and health, wellness. You know, that's why. The wheel always turns. We're rotating right now, constantly. But the real power is understanding how you take that rotation, transfer it and align to a new dimension. Power. Your power to wield authority. Wake up. Your eyes lie to you all the time. These are just simply tools to map out where you are in space-time. So take this time right now and plant the seeds of opening your heart through forgiveness, mercy, release, the desire to be loved. You're already loved. You don't need love. You don't need this. Love comes from when this heart circulates your passion, and then you see it in reality. It's amazing. So let's go look at this incredible gift we're being given right now of pure power. Show you on the chart right up here.